All right, let's do a little national, sorry, not national, YCS watchathon here. If you guys want to get the spreadsheet, exclamation spreadsheet, it's a very good spreadsheet. Has all kinds of data points and interesting information here. It's got measurement of staples over this, like, each week of the meta. Week 7, for example, Indianapolis, 12 Ash Blossoms, 12 Imperms, 12 Talents, 12 SP Little Knights, etc. It's a full pie chart breaking down all the staples. Differentiates NA and EU and LATAM. First place total deck list as well. And just every piece of meta-related information you would want is from here, so it's pretty good. Exclamation spreadsheet in the chat. All right, well, I don't want to watch any Snake Eye deck profiles, but we'll watch first place. Shoutouts to Paolo, who got first place at his 4th premier event, I think.
We are back with Paolo. I have to say, how does it feel to come all the way from Brazil and be the North American Yu-Gi-Oh! Champion? Brazil!
Brazil! Analysis. React. Ah! What website is that?
And I just won the YCS Indianapolis, which is
Woo!
crazy because I was doing well recently.
Wait, he's on Jobber? Bro, teams are crazy, man.
At least like Rio.
Make sure you guys check out the Jobber card store. The Jobby card store. Does anyone know what a Jobby is from outside of the UK?
I feel like there's a lot of
Is that just me? You guys know what a Jobby is?
Yeah, I'm really happy to win an event.
Is it just a British word?
In this format because I really like
No, you guys don't know what a Jobby is? That's right. Man, if you're Scottish, don't tell them. Don't tell them.
I mean, I feel like those are they don't need.
Apparently my gifted sub notification hasn't been changed. Sorry, Meyer. I'll fix that after.
There's nothing to say here. Maybe.
Okay, so nothing has changed here. We can probably 1.5 speed this portion here.
I can talk about something that I'm not here, which is 141. I don't like 141 at all. 141 is a card that, unfortunately, it's a much worse Black Witch because it doesn't go well with.
Remember when Jesse played one Witch? That was crazy.
Not super well.
Although, to be fair, that was like Fire King. Maybe you can afford that.
Snake Eyes, but the biggest problem is that going second, you specifically discard
Yo, what's on TV? Like, can we watch that instead?
a monster. And then it's really weird to be forced to discard a monster. I feel like that happened to Chris in the finals. He had.
Is it a hand job? No, ew.
Hand with almost discard. Yeah, it's pretty tough. Not a bad card, but it's something that I don't like playing, especially when second when you use all your monsters are hand traps that you usually want to discard, and then you use them to not lose. And you have nothing to discard. You can count that as an extender or starter with second. So yeah, and the Snake Eye cards, not starters, but I feel like this is obvious. Of course, I consider playing only one. It's doable.
Whoa, really?
But I think it's better to play two anyway. And this card is absolutely insane. This deck got so much better because of this. And yeah.
I mean, if you ever have like one in rotation, it's good. But like, you know, the only bad thing is like if you ever hard draw this, or if your opponent ever deals with one Flamberge, it's like if it's banished, like you're kind of just like absolutely screwed in the long term. If you ever get into a grind game, like, you know, in an idealistic world, you could absolutely play one, but like that's not how your games go.
This helps so many lives. You play better into hand traps. You play your end board is
don't grind
stronger.
them out.
You have access to number 38, so it's pretty good. I would still play this.
Lita was a Snake Eye buff, I told you.
2 spells. Then I have the hand traps, which I play 18 hand traps.
18? Those are rookie numbers.
There is no other way to play right now. If not this. I think.
Is he missing anything like semi-important? I mean, that's all of them, right? Ash, Imperm, Valor are usually like the top 3. After that, you want to go like Mourner. Nibiru is like okay. But it only really works with all of these. Oh, it's missing Maxi. Yeah, he's missing Gamma as well.
I think the main concession here, like this.
Plus Cross, I guess, 21 defensive cards.
And Ogre. I am shocked by how better Ogre got in the mirror match, especially because of the inclusion of this card. So you have a real target a lot. But many times you can do this as a board break on like or Palooza, and that's really useful. And of course, this covers other matchups pretty well. I play only Snake Eye, and I play only 3 decks that weren't Snake Eye decks. This event I play 1 Voiceless, 1 Tenpai, and 1 Melodious. And every other deck.
Tenpai, Melodious, what was the third one?
Or pure
Did you say Voiceless?
So it was like, I don't know, 11? 12.
Imagine being
Snake
played
Eyes.
against a
And I'm
non-Snake
talking
Eye
about that
deck.
because that was the reason I played Nibiru, because I
The
made
freest
deck
game of your
event,
life.
which I succeed.
No offense, Voices
and that
players.
card really helps in the mirror match, especially in combinations. And many times you force
Yo,
to
there's
not
like
play around it.
a Trump
Some
being
games.
convicted for
And
34
Fire
felony,
Decks, it
like
was pretty good.
news
Even
report
possession.
going on at
But
the same time
doing
as
pinches
this
to really deep in a tournament like
profile. That's really funny.
I built the deck to try to win the event, so it worked. It worked. So those are the hand
I
traps.
did nothing wrong.
And I also played a lot of push. In my opinion, those are push, which is call by 2 talents and cross out. And
Okay,
by the
I
way,
gotta
have
hear why he's
44
playing
cards,
talents.
which is something that I personally usually don't like to do. But I feel like in this deck, you need to have 18 hand traps. I feel like 15 hand traps, it is on the low side. I know it's crazy to say that, but I think it is. Snake Eyes is really resilient, especially because people are playing combinations of this or catch, and that gives some resistance to hand traps. So you need to draw like 2-3 minimum to even start a conversation about a game. Most of the time, of course. But I do like those cards as 1-second cards as well. I mean, this card just won the YCS with the skill drain, which is something that a lot of people don't do. I like keeping cross out 1 second. I feel like this probably was one of the biggest edges, not only because of skill drain, but in general. I think cross out is a really good card in the mirror match 1 second, because the most important part in the mirror match is to make your card resolve. So talents doesn't make your card resolve. Like if I go Snake Eye and get Veiler, my talents will do something. I will draw cards, see hand, I'll take 1 second. But
It's interesting. He says like the whole you just want to resolve your cards as best you can, which is why I call by crossout feels staple. But like talents doesn't help that. So why did he play it? 1 would be enough for crossout, surely. I like talents conceptually. I just don't think it seems very good this format.
if my Snake Ash didn't resolve, if I cross out, it will resolve, and I get a pop, which you get the field. Like it's so much better because you get a body, and you get a tempo, and you get the Snake Level Star. So make your card resolve, your gameplay moving forward is better. So that's why I decided to not make cash in this deck as well, because I really want my cards to resolve, and that's why I don't play 3 talents. I play those first, like the cross out and the call by, and then I started putting talents. And then the deck has 44 cards, because I needed space in my side deck for side patterns as well. So it works really well.
I guess it just is like, well, card 39, card 40. It sounds like, right?
I can show side patterns in another opportunity. But yeah, I keep this in the mirror match all the time 1 second, and I feel like almost no one.
Did you not play Jet Synchron, by the way?
Huge edge. I not only hit the skill drain in the finals, but
I know like the synchros aren't good anymore, but they're kind of decent extenders. Plus, like you can kind of go with the you can kind of go with well, I mean the hand loop stuff is kind of fallen off.
also negate like
He's a
multiple
brick.
cards, like Snake Eye. What
do you mean, bro?
Whatever. Okay, so pretty good. I feel like this is really important, and this is one in the gameplay, technical play part.
Arclight based.
That I have. Also playing 18 hand traps and having 6 pushes.
You guys don't think like a Magnemut and a Druid's Worm is like not bad?
And not playing cash, I think. I mean, those some things. So this is the main deck for cards. Let's do extra deck first. So extra deck, there's not a lot of things that comes to mind. I feel like those 2. So I'm not gonna talk about those. Everyone played those same 13. I feel like those 13
Alanstraw, Veiler,
are standard
Emperor?
right now. I mean, those almost 13 because you have this. If you play Snake Level Star, I feel like this
Well,
is important
Talents
too.
is significantly better going
I'm not
first,
gonna talk about this
because you
pretty
can
good.
draw
This is a lot,
extenders,
especially if
or
people
you
try to
can
do some take
already
strategy
have an
in your match, which
extender and then
especially
rip
in
away
US,
one of their
you
engine
really like
pieces
the
and then keep
talents,
going.
like change your cards.
Going
I
second,
like
it's
that.
it's not
I
it's
feel
it's
like
where
that
it's a
is
little bit
just
weaker
trap and some
in
board
this
breaks,
deck specifically.
but your main thing needs
Plus,
to
he's
be
playing the
attack.
Harbinger.
So this helps when people are more on the board break side, and you open 2 random cards like Snake Ash and Black Witch. So, and the last card that I played.
I want to say there was like significantly more cash tier Snake Eye decks last event. And I think there was 0 this time. That says the top cut spot says 1 cash tira, but I still don't think we know if that is a actual cash tira deck or yeah, it was a lie. Yeah, so it's actually 25 out of 32 decks were were Snake Eye, because on the Konami website it specifically said cash tira only. But that wasn't true. It's this guy was on cash. Shunping apparently was on cash as well. There's no note for it here. Did he post a link? No, Shunping did not play Snake Eye cash. We have a liar in the chat. Jordan, are you a liar? Are you a liar? It's definitely Shunping's. Wait, what? Piloted by Simon He? Oh, I'm. That's wrong. Okay.
Was Dracosack.
All right.
In my side deck, so I played a Dracosack, and I played Link Spider.
That's
This card is extremely
that's,
important, because now the combos of this deck.
That was the wrong one.
Especially the stronger combos, they usually open you to Nibiru, but not in a normal way. Like before, you get Nib before, and you have the Flumbers, and you up the Flumbers and put the AP behind, and then it was fine. But now, most of the time, the spot for Nib, if you try to do the stronger combo, usually you have the tempo with the Snake Double Star behind, and then it's not the same because it's not Flumbers. So in that case. Not only that case, but in the case I get Nib, I can get the token.
You want to say raise lab list?
Bench that, and then now I have an SP.
Is it not on the spreadsheet?
Because
that's like this is the only Snake Eye list I'm looking at today. I refuse to like look at more.
That increases using Grave as well, so it helps a lot. I use like sometimes this tournament and it helps. In top 8, this was relevant. And yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
it's
And
funny you
this
played Spider.
and I feel like I need to talk about this because this is
The
also uncommon.
Draco token and the materials.
I really like the cash cards, and I couldn't decide what to do with them because I wanted to
Dude,
play.
getting
but I
like
prefer
hand trapped
those.
twice and still
So
making
what I do
Apollosa
is
is
that I side
kind of
so
wild.
I have those 5 cash cards, and that's why I said that I needed space in my side deck because I want my deck going first, post side, to be absolutely ridiculous. That's what I want. And so post side going first, I will have all those cards because I have another talent in my side deck. So I will have all that as resistant to hand trap. So this deck going first, helps me in my testing. Post side, it's almost impossible to lose, and I feel like my win rate going second is really not going second. Post side is really high because.
Full side going first with anti-crossout talents called by the cash engine to extend with Bellstar into Apollosa with Dracosac. Plus just go activate Bonfire after establishing that. Pretty freaking strong, isn't it? That's a lot of cards you gotta try find space for in the main deck, though. Well, Crossout's already in the main, 2 of these are already in the main, the call buy's in the main, and then these are the side deck, right? The cash tier cards are on the side. I've never seen anyone side it, but that's pretty cool.
My side patterns and my decisions, both sides are really, really good in this manner. So this really, really helps because
Played
also
44, 44,
which is
44,
skill drain, which is by far the most impactful Floodgate of this format, and everyone is playing that, and that's why I decided in the mirror match to keep.
Do any of the Copers want to justify and explain why they brought back skill drain to 3? Because I feel like there was so much pushback and resistance to... No, skill drain at 3 is fine. It's okay for that one to come back. No, Rivalry, Tikaboo they're the problems. Skill drain is fine at 3. Like, how is skill drain fine at 3? In which universe is this fine at 3? And by the way, just like as an FYI, don't think like skill drain even fixes the issue if you ban it in the Snake Eye Mirror match. It's the same bullshit regardless, right? You just like go down the rung of the ladder of garbage when it comes to like going first side decking in Yu-Gi-Oh! For the most part. Let's begin with summon limit. Oh, banned? Let's put in anti-spell. Limited? Let's go to skill drain. After skill drain, if they ban it, people just play fucking deck lockdown or something. Nothing changes, honestly. It's just bullshit. Floodgates just need eradicated. It's similar to Maxi in some way, right? Like, oh, my opponent... I've hand-trapped my opponent like once. Their first turn combo is a little bit wonky. I go second, I draw for turn. I can kind of play through this. You play through the disruption of the Masquerena, the Princess Pop, and then you go for your third extension play, and they flip skill drain. And you're just like, well, okay, cool, bullshit. Like, it's not fun interactive gameplay. Every single card that's a Floodgate needs banned. That's my cold lukewarm take of the day. Thank you.
Keep the cross-outs, which I still believe is good, and once you train, having him bring the fine, which is super funny because...
Power Sync Stone. I mean, unironically, yeah. You just
idea.
ban all of this stuff.
You
just go down the rung ladder.
Like
literally, you have like the S tier Floodgate, the A tier Floodgate, the B tier Floodgate, the C tier Floodgate, and then you would just play them. If they banned like 10 cards, you still just go down and you just play, unironically, garbage like Power Sync Stone. It would still be good enough to side going first, probably. You know what I mean?
Went Black Witch's card is skill drain, so I knew he
had
another one.
If they run out, they'll run to Snake Eye Souls to drop the shitty
word.
word.
My hand, there was a cross-out, and I was like, I just need to not draw my skill drain as 6 card. Please, I can't lose like this. And then I didn't do something else. I drew template for sure. And yep, I use that. So my deck going first is really, really strong. Those cards, they're also side in.
Cross-out skill drain is not something you would expect, but like siding skill, like counter siding for skill drain, actually insane that it came up.
But I usually prefer to have them.
Like YCS winning play, like he was going to lose that duel if he didn't cross out that skill drain. It was crazy.
So my deck going first has all those cards. I have all those together.
Brazil! Hi Josh.
Going first in the mirror match, so it's really, really hard because Metal Tornado this card is absolutely ridiculous in the mirror match. Is by far.
Is there any like cool ways you can take advantage of Metatronus other than it just being like copy number 456 of Imperm? Face up non-token special monster from your hand or deck rush that has 2 or more of the same types. Is negate, basically you just copy the same monster. Negate the target monster if their monster have the same name. You can banish both face down. So like you can use it like in your opponent's turn to basically act like kind of like a Fenrir if you think about it. In some ways. You use it on Apollosa, summon your own, and then make Xalantis. And deck or extra. 2 on the same type. And if you do negate, banish both face down. Use it on Apollosa, summon your own, and then make Xalantis. Disgusting. Use between Imperm or Strike, basically, or use it to break boards. Impermer Strike or going second. Well, my man played 3, so it's picking up popularity. It's getting a little bit stapley.
The best card in the mirror match.
The usual target for this? Just anything they summon.
In
In the mirror match, because you have all of the names anyway.
Because you negate the card and you get the body. The body is so huge. So I feel like the body is so huge. Also, when first this is pretty much Solid Strike, which I did in the finals, right? He used the Black Witch and I used it. And I had a Skill Drain. I don't know if you guys could see it, but I had a Skill Drain, but I decided not to use it. So it was pretty good. You can side this against some other matches as well. For example, against Campaign second. When I choose second, I do side this as well because I can do, if I want, on the Seal by summoning this, because it's Dragon, I might. Or Veiler or Ogre, so there's other options. There's some other options.
That's funny.
But those are the main ones. And yeah, that's it. And the last card is Bell, because this has a lot of coverage against a lot of the other decks, right?
That's crazy that he didn't play any back row hate. Like, I'm sorry, if he got paired up against like a stun player early round, and he loses the dice roll, he might have been in for a bad game of Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, he is, yeah. Especially early game, like if like round 1, round 2 of, oh wait, no, to be fair, he's never gonna play against stun at round 1, round 2 of a YCS. Do you know why? Because he has a belt. So he gets two buys at a YCS. So you know what? In some ways, maybe it's actually fine for him to deck build like that. Because he doesn't have to consider dog shit. Whereas most Yu-Gi-Oh players have to play the round 1 and 2 decks. You know what a round 1 and 2 deck is, right? Some guy who thinks they've broken their Blue Eyes deck because he's put Bonfire in it. Some dude who thinks his Red Eyes strategy is crazy because he's thrown in a bunch of Horus cards. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Those people. And then they just win the dice roll and flip a continuous trap on you. And you're just like, wow, that's a cool deck you got there, huh? And then what happens after that? You get put in the X1 bracket at round 2. The X1 bracket of round 2 is like going through the freaking favelas of Yu-Gi-Oh, dude. It is rough. It's dangerous, all right? It's an experience I wouldn't wish on anyone. But you see, when he's getting 2-round buys, he doesn't have to deck build for the garbage because they all knock each other out or get knocked out by the better decks by like round 3. So you don't need back row hate. It's a great advantage, honestly. Frees up your side deck.
And Lab, I like it. I like it.
Is that where the BA players go?
Getting more popular.
BA players are in the Giant card. Shut up. We don't even attempt the main event. We know it's over.
To have the bell for that. There's probably things I'm forgetting. I need to think. That's it. I need to thank all my friends, everyone who really helped me.
That trophy's
in the
crazy,
entire
by the way.
journey. Like my team, my girlfriend, my family, my friends. I don't know, man. I don't want to forget anything, so I just do like this, okay? Friends, family, you know?
Why didn't you shout me out?
Yeah, that's it. I'm really happy. And I'm not done. I knew something good was going to happen because I was getting really unlucky recently on the other YCS when I went 316 in dice rolls. So, yeah, it happened. So that's it. Thank you very much. And see you later. Bye-bye.
All right, Based. Well deserved. Well deserved. Absolutely incredible player. One of the nicest top players as well. Most top players these days have started to behave themselves, I've noticed. But one thing you might recognize is hot take. A lot of top players in Yu-Gi-Oh, at least like historically, they're usually assholes. Just no better way to put it. They're just dicks. But he's like super nice. Like actually super, super nice. He gives people the time of day. He helps people who talk to them, who talk to him. He's genuinely a great guy.
Brazil!
All right, let's move on. All right, we're not watching any more Snake Eye profiles. All right, that's more than enough Snake Eye for us today. What do we got? Snack. Melodious. Where's Raymond's profile? Why has he not put his up yet? Raymondo! All right, Joshua Cornelius Ramkisun. Did you guys know that this is Josh's Danish cousin? Good lab build. Top 16, YCS, India, and Polis. All right, what do we got here? Well, it's the average Melodious deck. 1 Droll and Ogre, but no cross. Oh, there it is. Interesting. Okay. Neat little way to play that, I suppose. I guess that this deck, does it lose to Droll? Yes. Yeah, quite hard, actually. No one's really playing Droll, but I guess it's neat to just have 1. Droll isn't, like, terrible if you draw it. If your opponent starts with, like, Bonfire or Wanted, Droll can actually be, like, pretty huge. Well, not really wanted. Does draw do anything to wanted? It's not really. It just makes it a little bit awkward. But if you pair it with another hand trap, it's probably game winning. But if you hit like draw on the Ash, then I guess it's strong. If they wanted in the draw phase, I think we had this discussion yesterday. I don't think draw phase wanted is correct. If it's your only play, your only play main. I'm not sure. We had this like whole discussion yesterday. I can't remember if it was good or not. But anyway, all right. Here's Melodious. For some reason, none of these cards lock you except like I think is the Link, which by the way you only played one. First movement locks you, doesn't it? Actually, you cannot activate special from the during the turn. Okay, first movement solo does lock you. But it doesn't matter because you're making like one of these fusions and ending on that. I don't know too much about this deck. I still haven't had the chance to play it. I have some of the cards for it, by the way. I have a playset of... Do I have a playset of first movement solos? And Ostinato. Is that still expensive? Oh, Ostinato's not too bad, actually. Yeah. Just pure-ass Melodious. Two of them got top place at the YCS. Unfortunately, we don't have a YouTube video for this. No, we do! Oh, wait, what am I doing looking at this garbage? Let's watch the video.
This is for Vex's fork.
This guy looks like a Cornelius, dude. Holy shit, the drip. My man. All right, let's go.
4666 channel, and we're here at YCS Indy 2024, and I'll let him introduce himself and run through his deck profile.
I'm Joshua Rampesoon. I'm from Claremont, Florida. I just got top 16 at YCS Indianapolis. I'm pretty happy because it's my first YCS, so first top. I played pure Melodious.
That's crazy. First YCS, first top. 100% win rate. Quit the game. Quit the game. Cornelius, quit the game. Just say you defeated Yu-Gi-Oh! You beat the game. 100% top rate. Just leave. That's it. You're done.
106 over decks. I got knocked out in top 16 by Snake Eye. Unfortunate, but I could play better. Anyway, we'll do the deck profile. So I played 3 Refrain, 2 Stratos, basically, as a Melodious monster, 3 Couplet.
Shut the hell up. Shut up. You do not get to call this a Stratos if you just started playing the game, okay? What the hell? You cannot, you have not earned that. You have not been through the trenches, the swamp of Yu-Gi-Oh's garbage history to dare call this a Stratos when you just started playing the game, all right? He has not earned that title just yet.
Card is pretty good when you add it to hand.
Yeah, you should call it an Alibur or something, not a Stratos.
Especially summon another one. It's also just
okay, Grandpa.
A lot of times I can start with this and bait like an Ogre and Ash, and then like Ostinato is free.
First event doesn't mean he started playing now.
Well, actually, this is why your joke is wrong.
Jesus Christ.
2 Soprano. This card is another way fuse. Yeah. Shapina adds back Melodious monster from grave. 2 combo. These are the main ones. The extenders, we have 2 Sonata and 1 Cannon. You kind of just need them to help push through. They're also fodder for Herald of Orange Light. This one lets you do the Baguska play, which I didn't do that all weekend. So
Would you have swapped out the Baguska for anything?
No. If I played against Tenpai, like that's what I end on, the Baguska combo.
Wait, you just didn't play against Tenpai or what?
Arya is pretty good. The way that I play, I kind of don't end on her.
Also, like, doesn't Tenpai lose to... No, they don't... No, they do lose to Baguska, because it's, Langan Summoning stops activated effects, I believe, right? And Baboska is continuous. So, Jaja. Baguska is, like, unironically, the most based Floodgate in the game. Unaffected by activated effects, see? I don't say that often. I do not say that often, but Baguska is probably the most important and base Floodgate in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Because like versus Tenpai, they can like just, you know, switch her to attack. If they make the level 10 before battle phase,
Ban the
they
Gooser.
can just crash all of them into her, and that's still game anyway. So a lot of times I kind of just like dump her with Refrain or leave her in my hand. That way, like if the 12 dies, I can bring her out and then protect my board, and I just have follow up for next turn. So that's it for the monsters. I think it's 13 Melodious monsters, main deck. The next ones, I play hand traps, Herald Orange Light. This card was pretty good all weekend, but sometimes it's just dead, unfortunately.
You know, as slightly degenerate as the interaction is, I will say one of the best things about whenever Herald of the Orange Light is played is when you have a good discard for it, dude. Oh, this triggers the Melodious scales, right? Because they all have grave effects, doesn't it? So it works. It works there. It gives you a little bit of synergy. But man, Herald, pitch in a Shizu, mill 5, negate your card, and build a board. I don't want to keep talking about it, but I miss Street Fighter Yu-Gi-Oh. If you know, you know.
3 Ash, 3 Valor, and this is like pretty much the standard stuff.
That was degenerate?
These 6
It was
right
base
here.
degenerate.
These are specific to Melodious, but you need it for like hand traps and stuff. And it's also good versus Snake Eye. You can get the body off the board when you negate.
So in a way, like it's sort of like your version of cross out in the deck.
Yeah, kinda, because you can negate hand traps as well to help push through.
Yep.
The hand traps that I ran in addition to these, well, I guess these are also in there. I played 3 Imperm. 3
Salt.
Imperm is just for
Resub.
everything. It's the best hand trap.
If you start with it, that's the one you want to start with.
Yeah, good. Some other hand traps that I
You only played 1 Talents? Is that just for crossout, I
played
guess?
are these 4. I played 2 DD Crow.
Oh, just Soul, thank you for the prime. I like you. Use you complain about Yagio. True!
Because versus Tenpai, like I said, if they make the level 10 before entering battle phase, you kind of just lose. So like this keeps them off of Fadra, it keeps them off of the Biden bring back, and sometimes they can't do it.
Are we just gonna call it Biden? Really? Like, that's it? That's what we're just gonna call it? We're just gonna call it Biden now? Really, guys? Its name is No, it's Bident. Is how you pronounce it, actually. It's French. It's not Biden.
So like if they like choose to go first and you have this in,
I made that up, by the way. I don't know if it's French.
When they do the seals play, you can banish the seals. You can chain, banish the seals, and then they don't.
What else are we supposed to call them?
Which is really good because like if they go
POTUS.
first and they do that,
I don't know.
So the seals will miss timing and they don't have any follow up after
yeah,
that.
it'll miss its activation. Well, it's not worth.
Miss timing? Yo, cameraman, just hold the camera. Stop talking.
It's supposed to be when it's supposed to activate, so it just
Fails to
it
activate.
doesn't work. And this one was just a one of. I was kind
Cameraman is yapping today, dude. Seals does not miss timing. If it tributes itself for cost and you chain DD Crow, they don't summon from deck because it's no longer in the
Correct location for its activation window is the correct term, actually.
of worried about like kind of roguish decks.
No, it's not fizzled either.
Like this is kind of like a silver bullet. It came up
Cameraman hasn't played Yu-Gi-Oh.
for spells. Triple Ostinato. This card is nice.
This card is nice.
In my top 16 match or my top 32 match, game 3, I Ostinato, he Ash, I Desires into the second Ostinato, and that won me the game.
Wait, he played Desires? I didn't even pick up on that. Did I bring up the spreadsheet for this? I did not even know it. This deck can play Desires? Ooh. I'm a fan of a deck that can play Desires, dude. It feels like forever because, I mean, shit, there's just so many goddamn engine requirements in Yu-Gi-Oh! These days, you know? I'm surprised no one has experimented with Desires and Snake Eye. I know before you go crazy, but hey, Farfa, there's too many there's one original, like, listen, there have been historical format, people have thrown in Desires in decks you would not expect can run Desires. So I would have maybe thought potentially some people would have tried it. You know, maybe bump up the original Sin to like 2 copies instead. It's not bad to draw Sinful Spoils, to be fair, you know? But yeah. It's anytime that card is legal, I love it, dude. Not legal, viable. They have the desire to do it. Desires is better according to Herman, which he parted at his Nats. Played, you mean? Streamer bald. Yo, Breeze. Goodbye.
Question on Ostinato.
Truth equals ban. Truth equals ban.
Did you go up against Bell against Ostinato at all this weekend?
Nah, nobody built it.
Welcome to the top 8 from this
Hand traps?
Solo, it's just another
Desires isn't a hand trap. That's not wrong.
2 Concerto.
Okay, thanks for the resub, Josh. Thank you for 14 months, Jody.
I think you just need to play 2, whether you play Desires or Prosperity, because sometimes you get stuck in the graveyard, and you just need to be able to add the second.
And this is the search off couple.
They need to stop talking during an announcement. It's I did not hear a word of that. Something about desires clashing with this or not clashing too much.
Yeah, this is what you search off a couplet. Oh yeah, and it's really good because sometimes I have this in hand, and like because I have the second one in deck, I can activate couplet like legally and attempt to add, and they're like ogre, and then I just already have it. It blows their mind. My pot of choice was 2 desires. I don't like 3. It happened a couple times where I drew both of them, and it was unfortunate, but I just think desires is the better one because when you full combo and then you just draw 2 after, it's really good.
Did you ever?
That logic is so win more though, right? Like full combo, then activate desires. Like that's very, very like you should not ever build a deck in that with that kind of logic. I feel, you know, like oh, if I get to do my full combo, then I mean, Snake Eye could fucking play with that logic, right? Like it's I don't know if I like that.
Get the chance to activate both desires in the game, or was it just one to?
Plus, like, it is mostly a hand trap deck. I don't know if like desires actually is good in this deck, is it? Because like pot of desires draw hand traps. Like, what are you gonna do with that? Only imperm is good. Going second, right? I assume you just slam down desires, right? You don't play it first. Which is why Pot of Prosperity has just been like so much better these days. Because being able to like play, get stopped, activate Prosperity, dig for like a response is you know. Ask Herman. We've been telling him it's wrong. Herman, I've never seen Herman concede a point of in Yu-Gi-Oh, so he'll just do what he does and win events regardless. You just let him do his Swedish things.
Desires.
Yeah, I did, and I lost that game. Advantage 20.
Okay.
And then 2 triple attacks. This is a hand trap format. I think I was worried about board breakers a lot, but I figured like this deck honestly loses like 2 hand traps, and like if they imperm your starter, sometimes you just straight up lose. But sometimes you use talents and you look at their hand, or you can draw 2 and sometimes play 2 more.
So, question on the main deck. I don't see a called by. Any thoughts on? Would you have played called by in main, or is that just?
I played called by inside.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was 41 in the main deck. Shoutouts. Never cheat on your Oshi.
I don't know what that means.
Extra deck, 3 Baka. You have to play 3.
Is that token so they think you're playing UA or some shit?
It's just your grind game.
I don't want to question it. I don't want to think too hard about it.
So unless you're recycling it back, you're out of them if you only play 2. 2 of 12. I don't think the second one ever really came up, but you just need it just in case they try to unicorn rip. 2 Shuberta. I made this twice a lot. This card's really nice because you can activate it in damage step and get around a couple things.
Did it come up against Tenpai at all?
I gotta learn this deck.
because this is also just like DD
Seems
Pro.
nice.
Okay.
If they don't have the because like the things that you want to do, like another reason why I play DD Pro is like it doesn't interact with their monster on board. So even if they have the field spell up, you can just banish the card in their graveyard, and sometimes that's enough when it's like with Fadra. So this does the same thing. 1 bloom, you don't need to play 2. If you're like making this on your opening turn, I think you're just doing it wrong. You should try to be playing around Nibiru, which I didn't. I tried.
That was like my favorite thing in deck profiles when they say really super passive aggressive stuff to everyone else who plays their deck. Like, oh yeah, if you do this line or you play this card, you're doing it wrong. Like you're bad. You know, it's
Tried to change it up in
Brave?
top 16, and that's why I lost. So like.
Oshi is a VTuber
Don't
term
play
for your
Nibiru.
bias. Basically your fave, like how Farfa for
One
me
gravity
is
controller.
that.
This card is nice.
You are my
because
Oshi.
If they imperm this, and if this is your
Please no sexting in the Twitch chat. Thank you.
only play, you can make this, and then this gets its effect. So like if you Austin Auto make this, they imperm, you tribute this off, or you
Oh,
lick it
hell
off, and
yes.
make
I
this.
love a gravity controller.
You'll still get the graveyard
Yeah,
effect.
you still get the graveyard effect. It came up twice, and it won me both of those games.
Okay.
Protector, the agents, this is good. Skill drain out, helps you clear your board.
The skill drain out. Does it send itself for cost? Tribute a fairy. The target card your opponent controls destroy. Ooh, that's broken. That's very
IP
nice.
into SP. This is good.
Spip.
Because sometimes versus some decks, the Bagusa combo isn't that good, so you can end on Shuberta and IP instead, and you just get a lot
Is that the deck's end board? Shuberta IP and like some hand traps? Is that good enough to beat Snake Eye?
of value out of that. Underworld Goddess, this is for unaffected monsters. Typhon, never made it, but I would keep playing this. And Baguska for the Baguska combo.
Any changes in your
Which you didn't
extra
make.
deck that you like to
No,
make?
the extra deck was perfect.
Okay. Any
Extra deck was
Main
perfect.
deck
Yeah,
you like to make as well.
Nah, I should have just played better. I should just played better.
Okay.
Side deck, 2 Droll. I never sided this in. Depending on the meta, I don't know, but
What
I
is
didn't really
it?
play
What is
too much
Droll
Droll,
even
so-
good against? Does it even beat
they're
like
DD Pro
voiceless?
and called by. So like these
some
two
hands,
will go in
yes.
versus this goes in when I'm going first, but this specifically is for like Tenpai because like I said with the seals, you want to just negate it. So you don't
Ruju.
have to follow up. some board breakers. I played Feather Duster and 3 evenly. These like never came up. I sided them in, and they were never really that good when I drew them, or I really didn't even need to activate them when I had them. So I don't know if I would cut these, but like I don't know. I feel like it's mandatory just because like if you hit a flex.
Can I ask a dumb question? Why is evenly matched bad against Snake Eye? They don't have any hard negates. And like you can hit like potentially skill drain, the field spell, the summon, the mask, like the idiots they have on board. Like, what's the issue? Follow up? Yeah, but you just like set up so they can't follow up into your board, no? They OTK you next turn? But like, you get rid of most of their disruption, you play your turn, and then their follow up doesn't matter if you establish, right? They're not like, is that not good enough? Seals bounce field spell? Huh? What's this guy talking about? You still have to play through their hand traps. Hand traps plus 1 disruption. Fair.
Floodgate, like skill drain versus Snake Eye.
That's crazy that you can make your opponent go -7 and still win.
I played 3 crossout and 2 D-barrier. This package only goes in versus decks that D-barrier is good against. I'm not going to gamble versus Snake Eye if they play D-barrier in the side or not, because some don't. But this like pretty much always goes in going first. Because this deck loses to Imperm. This is the only way to beat Imperm.
This deck loses to Imperm.
Any changes in the side deck that you'd like to make specifically?
Not really. I also played Rivalry. That was the 15th card.
There's still a shot, like, that's true, right? Like, what? This deck loses to Imperm? What about Valor? What's the difference? What's the difference between Valor and Imperm? Is there something like this dodges with regards to Valor? Because that's like the same card, which everyone is playing 6 of. Valor 2? Why the fuck is this deck good? It sounds garbage. I guess you can Herald it. True, I suppose. You got Herald. You got some things you can do there, I suppose. You can call by it. He didn't even play call by it. It's in the side deck. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
I drew it in top 16 and lost because I was bad.
Didn't play around Nib?
Yeah, I didn't play around Nib.
Okay. Any last shout outs? Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, shout out to my boys that came with me. Shout out to Raphael, stuck in the house. Shout out to Vince, stuck in by the state. Shout out to Dylan in Tampa.
Huh?
And yeah, bro, shout out to my Oshi.
All right.
Huh? What did he say about sucking by the states? Did I mishear that? I hope I misheard that. I'm moving on. Alright, cool. Well, that's your Melodious deck profile. We don't have a lot of videos, really. Snake Eye. Oh, man, I kind of want to watch a DB Grinder video. Oh, wait, this isn't... Oh, no, there it is. I keep clicking the wrong links here.
Hello, guys. Guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time I got top 8 at Y.
Man, it's so weird to see him, like, not in a room in front of, like, a train app. You know what I mean? It's like, this is the same intro, but, like, normally you don't see his face during that intro, right? Because it takes a minute for him to pop up, which, by the way, I've always wondered, why does that happen? In his videos, his face doesn't show for, like, the first 5 seconds. I don't know why that happens. Is he, like, turning on his webcam? Like, what is he doing? Okay, we can maybe come back to this one. Let's see, like, I don't know. I'm watching Snake Eye profiles. I don't know if I want to do too much of that today. But if we do watch another Snake Eye profile, we'll watch his. We could watch, like, the first 30 seconds of Cam the Man. Maybe Bortle's gonna ask him, why did you play Snake Eye again?
Bortle here from YCS Indy. Whoa, we have Kim the Man Neil and Jesse Flores. This is a top 16 and top 4 deck profile. My goodness. Yo, Cam, what happened?
Man, I got 4th place, bro. Life of a villain.
Villain. Yeah. All right. So the world already.
These people are just not real. Like, these guys are just not real. What happened? I got 4th place. Awkward silence. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Already knows, but anyways, what deck did you use?
You already know.
I played Pure Snake Eye.
Pure Snake Eyes, card for card, right? Yep. Nice.
He met decked me.
Yeah, oh,
he's a new engineer. I am the engineer.
Oh, speaking of engineering, any shout-outs?
I'm the engineer. Damn, tell us about how you played 20 hand traps and some engine, huh? That's crazy.
Before we begin.
Yeah, shout out to Team Bortle. Shout outs to Dragon Ink, trollandtoad.com. Shout outs to my girlfriend. Shout outs to Jesse Flores for stealing my deck list. Shout outs to Christian Urena, behind every great man is even greater man. Shout outs to Donna Washington, Team Nico, Scott Page, and Oscar Zelaya, and Dennis Nadas.
And shout outs to my wife, Lupita, and shout outs to my daughter, Kylie.
There you go. Without further ado, please take it away with the goo.
Alright,
Okay.
got 3. Snake Eye.
Does anyone here like have like a wife or a girlfriend that like watches your deck profiles? I'm curious. Like, I don't know, because I don't think my wife like watched my profile for my Nats top. I'm just like trying to think. Like, would she have went on my YouTube and like watched my deck profile as someone who's? I don't think she would have. No, no one here is married. That's probably. I'm asking the wrong crowd. Make her watch it. Okay, all right. That's enough of this profile. There's really not much to see there. Unless, I mean, okay, should we like quickly take a look at the deck list on like the website at least? Let's see. Cam, is it probably just like card for card? Two Ogre instead, the one cross out. He played 1 for 1, I guess is like the only difference. Okay. Side deck, Bestials based. Ghost Bell as well as in the sides here. Cosmic Cyclone and Duster. Why Cosmic instead of like Lightning Storm? Isn't that just like really good crossover into stun? Like the quick play Cosmic, why is that good? You're only really gonna bring it in going second, right? Vanishing? What's that? Why is that really relevant though? Find out in the video. Do you really think Cam is gonna explain anything? He's gonna put the card on the table and say, this card's crazy. Like, okay, if you've seen Cam profiles, you know he's just gonna say that. Alright, hold on. Where's the let me see. Do we have Alright, give me the Cosmic.
Thomas. The 3rd Nabru. Got 3 Cosmic Cyclones. 2 Bestials.
I didn't say he didn't say. He didn't say. He didn't say. Yeah, see? I told you. Watch the video. I told you he would explain it. Okay, dude. He doesn't care. Alright, this is a good one here. Let's check out Salamander. Alright, so good old Sunlight Wolf and Pyro Phoenix are in the top cut. A Great Phoenix, rather, but not in a Snake Eye deck, potentially. Hello, sir. There was a card called Hugin. Yeah, and you're not playing Cosmic against that deck. It's not a stun deck. What do you mean? From what I've heard, Runic is not a stun deck. So, you know, that's the information I've been given. I could be being lied to. You know, there might be some bias out there with the Runic community. If anyone can think about who those people are, you know, I'm just saying, like.
Cool. With YCS and with What is this audio? Alright, we have a little top 32 concession here. Please introduce yourself.
Are we underwater?
Hey guys, I'm Max, top 32.nats, playing Salamangreat Snake Eye.
Oh yeah, this is Max G.
FTK. My goodness, made you decide to play this deck for the event.
So Salamangreat plays through hand traps, Snake Eye plays through hand traps, you put the two together, you're playing through 2 to 3 hand traps and still setting up a board.
That's a crazy team name. Uncrowned Kings.
And if no one's playing hand traps, you're FTKing your opponent.
Before we see the group, any shout outs?
Shout out Uncrowned Kings. Shout out my guys from Scoop, Pat and Eddie. Shout out my boy Matt for hitting me with the FTK idea. My boy Brandon Evan for hitting me with the FTK idea.
Wait, is this an FTK? FTK combo. Oh, okay, based.
Shout out Buckeye Fa.
Oh, that's how he was winning games. Because the feature we watched, it was deplorable. It was like nothing happened. That was a 10-minute like 2-0. Nothing happened.
Come to Columbus, go try Buckeye Fa. And shout out to my fiance. Yeah. All right, that's about it.
Did he say fiance?
So starting off,
bro, old ass like Yu-Gi-Oh players getting married, getting homes, careers and stuff now. This game is like this is a grown-ups game now, okay? This ain't no like 14-year-olds like Fortnite dream spreadsheet master anymore, okay? We're getting old and we're still holding down the fort and being the best in the game, okay? I say we, like I'm part of that community, but you know what I'm saying.
Off with the
children don't top YCSs, okay?
Snake Eyes package, regular packages, so 3 Ash, 3 Bell, 2 Poplar, 1 Oak, 1 Flamberge, and then 1 Snake Eyes Diabell Star. And then for the Salamangreat engine,
one
Salamangreat of Fire, 3 Gazelle.
Oh, he's not playing big.
1 Jaguar, 1 Mole, 1 Weasel.
Mole! wait, is this real? There's no shot. Is this a thing? Is this good? Why? He doesn't even explain it. Level 1 fire? Yeah, but we've always, like, laughed about it, because, like, why the fuck would you ever summon Mole instead of the, what's it called? Mole!
1 Foxy. Yo, how's the Mole? Bro, the Mole is nasty. The Mole is what gets you into the 1-card FTK combo, so you need to have the Mole, and its extension to summon to a Link Zone is also nasty, too, because it's like, you go into combo, search this guy if you're unable to get into Jack Jaguar, because there's some combos you have to go into him without using Jack Jaguar, and he'll just search you this, and then you just extend anywhere later into your combo as long as you have a Link monster that has a zone that's open. So yeah, this guy has been MVP, and I think maybe once this whole tournament I've used his effect where he cleared my board, and I recycled and drew 2 cards. So that was pretty nice. I mean,
Mole gang, dude. Mole gang. He better show this fucking combo, by the way. If he doesn't show this combo, I'm like, I'm calling the police. I'm going to America. I'm getting Interpol on him. Like, I need to see this combo.
Didn't need it, but the Link, the what's it called? With the Snake Eyes package. That's what it is. This is the bridge for Snake Eyes package.
Did you ever originally that?
Yes, I originally into this card every time I could.
Weren't you and him, Josh, talking about summoning yesterday?
Nothing,
Yeah, joking about it.
And then for the rest of the Salamangreat engine, for monsters, it's going to be 2 more spinny. Now for my hand trap lineup, it's 1 Droll, 1 Veiler, 1 Mourner, and 1 Nib.
Cross out ass hand trap ratio, dude.
Monster hand traps, 3 of this one. Generic, you know. And then for last monster, MVP.
Inari Fire, there it is.
And it's just summon from deck burn. Part of the combo for burning. Every time I went into my deck, my opponents were looking at me like I was crazy, and I'm just like, just wait till I summon the monster, then you'll see what I'm doing, bro. So,
have you ever, like, sat down and played against the inherent, sorry, technically that's a illegal term, the, what do you call it, built-in summon from deck? There's, like, 5 monsters in the entire game of Yu-Gi-Oh! That say that. It's, the familiar possessed. Does anyone want to do some trivia and tell me what the other card is? There's at least one I'm thinking of. Dark Sage, baby. Yeah, this idiot. After resolving Time Wizard or some bullshit. Oh, there's another one. Metal Zoa. Must first be specialed from your deck by tributing Dark Magician immediately after applying the effect of Time Wizard in which you called the coin toss right. When special summoned this way, add a spell card from your deck to your hand. Just boom. Just pick up your deck and just throw it onto the field after resolving Dark Sage. Time Wizard, sorry, for the Dark Sage. Like, that's very specific. Yeah, you think? What else the other one you mentioned? Metal Zoa. Literally a handful of cards in them. Must first be special from your deck by tributing Zoa equipped with Metal Morph. This guy doesn't even have an effect. Like, this literally just a vanilla monster. Bro is just a summoning condition. That's all the only text he has on himself here. We need... By the way, that's genuinely the next stage of power creep. Is, like, people think, how much more powerful can Yu-Gi-Oh! Get? It's like, man, tier elements, if you want to design busted, you can design busted. That is where Yu-Gi-Oh! Goes next. Is inherent built-in summons from the deck is where we go from here.
As for the spell cards, 3 Bonfire, which is standard. 3 Wanted, standard. 1 OSS, and 1 Field Spell, Snake Eyes Field Spell. Then for the Salad part, 2 Signet Mining. This card is really good. The reason that this card is good because sometimes you'll have salad cards in your hand and you don't have...
You're not explaining Signet Mining, buddy. Come on. Come on. This card is really good because... Bro, yes, it's Rota. Okay, come on.
Bellstar, and most of the time it's going to be like any salad card, you do this, get Gazelle, and start extending. So if you open this and you open Snake Eyes combo with another salad card, you just go Snake Eyes combo, bait your opponent's hand traps, and once you feel like they're out of hand traps, you just go into this. And if they don't really hand trap you enough, you can go Apo and then activate this, get Gazelle, and then FTK your opponent. 1 Sanctuary, 1 Will, 3 Circle, and then that'll be it for the Salamangreat engine for spells. And then just for generic spell cards, 3 talents, you just want to go off, and this deck is straight gas, so it's like, you try and stop me, I can at least rip a card out your hand, or I can extend to draw 2, take a monster. Bishop Dispatch is pretty good out here.
My favorite thing in deck profiles is when people, like, do not criticize any of their cards or have any doubts about it. It's like, every single card they played was insane. This card I played, insane. This other card, broken. Every time I activated this card, I won the game. Like, that's my favorite genre of deck profile, is all of my cards are perfect and amazing. Nothing was wrong with my deck list.
Dispatch, bro, that Dispatch was pretty nice. 2 Book of Eclipse. This card, pretty good blowout, and then it also protects you from, if you're getting Imperm, Mournered, anything like that. Stop hand trap.
Okay, whoa, we can't just skip over Eclipse like that. What?
Dispatch, yo, Blackwing's Dispatch, bro, that Dispatch was pretty nice. 2 Book of Eclipse. This card, pretty good blowout, and then it also protects you from, if you're getting Imperm, Mournered, anything like that.
If you eclipse your own monster to play through Mourner or Imperm, etc., you have a face-down monster, which isn't very good in a Link deck. Well, I mean, I guess if you're just trying to FTK, maybe it's good enough.
Stop hand traps. Stop hand traps. And then droplet to break boards.
How many cards is
and
this?
For my trap cards, 3 imperm, and then the final burn card.
Oh,
now, that's
oh no deck. Rage roar, baby.
Main deck count is 60. Yeah.
Wait, this is a 60 card deck? I was like, this deck profile's taking long. 60 cards.
So for the extra deck, we were playing 1 Alpha, 1 Zealantis, then 1 IP, 1 Phoenix.
It hurts when IP.
1 Hita. This card is needed for your FTK. You need a spellcaster monster, and this is the most easily accessible spellcaster monster. Then you play 1 SP.
You play Hita because you need extenders in your Snake Eye combo. I play Hita because it's an FTK. We are not the same.
1 Promethean, and then that'll be it for like the generic engine. And now for like the solid engine, you've got 2 Sunlight Wolves, 2 Raging Phoenix, the MVP of the extra deck, 1 Pyro Phoenix, 1 Wicked. This card is fantastic.
Why is Pyro Phoenix good in this deck? Don't you need 2 for the lineup? Or you just go second, just poop poop? Oh, is it? Oh, it's part of the FTK. All right.
You need this for the 1 card FTK. 1 Baylynx, which is how you bridge, and then 1 Mirage Thalia. So that's it for extra.
No, he's not playing Code of Soul.
And then for the side deck, I think my side deck was pretty standard aside from the salad cards in it. Back row hate, back row hate, back row hate, more back row hate. Try to stop my opponent.
This guy loves Eclipse. I don't get it. Like,
around shifter,
it's a photon hypernova side that I don't understand. Like, this guy just loves Eclipse apparently.
With my banished cards, this also helps me play through DD Crow and through Bell. I can also get a free pop out of it if I summon back Raging Phoenix or if I spin a monster on the field. I think it's a Salamangreat Link monster, but if I spin a Salamangreat Link monster, buffs its attack, so I get a free pop. This card's pretty good. Target 3 monsters engraved or banished. Recycle 2 special 1, its effect is negated. Rage, regular for salad, and then Roar, regular for salad. These cards going in first.
Only that these are in the side deck,
that's other decks that this is beneficial going first against. Clap Tenpai and whatever decks these affect.
What the hell?
Clap Tenpai and Branded, which I never faced Branded. I faced Tenpai, never opened it, but these are good going first and going second cards in my opinion.
Wait, is Orgasm good against Tenpai? Can't they just summon an unaffected monster in main phase 1 to out it? You not just do that? Can you not just do it in main 1 with Sangan summoning? Is there nothing you can make? Why are you citing traps if you're going first if you also FTK? Wait, hang on. Hang on, we've got a detective on the case here. Wait, hold up. That's a very good question. Can someone answer this? Why are we citing traps going first if we're FTKing? In case he gets hand trapped? So like backup plan is floodgate your opponent? Do you not know what that card does? What, Super Ancient Organism? Oh yeah, activated effects, of course. We just went over this with Baboska.
Yeah, actually that 1 card FTK.
Alright, show me the FTK.
So, I'm just gonna pull out all the combo pieces really quickly. I need some water. Give me 1 second.
He's getting ready, boys. He needs some water. Let me get the FTK piece. It pulls out 17 cards.
This will probably just stay in the deck, so let's see. I need the spells, OSS.
This is great.
Alright. So these 2 are going to be the only cards that stay in the deck throughout this combo. There's going to be 1 point where I draw before I get to these 2, so these 2 just need to stay in the deck. I'll just put them on top. It doesn't matter if I draw them or if I search them. So you'll start off with Ash. Ash is going to search Poplar. Then you're going to special Poplar. Poplar is going to grab you OSS. Then what you're going to do is you're going to Ash effect, send these 2 to summon Oak. Then you're going to go Oak Chainlink 1, Poplar Chainlink 2, dodge Bell, and this way. Do this. Send these 2, Flamberge effect, place any of these 2 here. Activate OSS. Send this off, and then you're going to summon Mole. What you're going to do is link these 2 off to go ahead and summon Hita. And this is when your opponent looks at you confused, like, why are you summoning Hita? You summon Hita, and you're going to trigger Flamberge, summon 2 back. Then here, you just link these 4 off into the link 4. Link it to the link 4. Then you're going to link this off. So mind you, I have no cards in hand at this point. Link this off into Baylynx. Baylynx effect is going to trigger. That's going to grab you the field spell to your hand. You're going to activate the field spell, and then relink this off into another Pyro Phoenix, triggering his effect to add a salad card from deck to hand, so you add Gazelle. Then you're going to link these 2 off into Wicked. Then you're going to trigger Gazelle.
Wicked.
So summon Gazelle to Wicked. And then since the monster was summoned to a zone, I get to trigger Wicked, so it's going to be Chainlink 1 Gazelle, Chainlink 2 Wicked. And you need to do it this way, so that way you can protect the Gazelle. So you banish the Mole for Wicked.
I mean, they would have hand trapped you by now,
and then Gazelle's going
right?
to to the graveyard. Then you special spinny back.
Chainlink's irrelevant at this point.
You go into Stalio. Stalio effect. Stalio is going to special summon Jaguar. then you're just going to special summon Weasel because you have 2 or more salads in the grave. You link these 2 off into Princess effect. You're going to special heat it back from the grave. Then you're going to link these 2 off into Pyro Phoenix. And you're going to trigger Weasel in the graveyard. So Weasel, when a salad extra deck monster or ritual monster special summon, you can put Weasel to the bottom of your deck, special a salad from your grave to your opponent's side of the field, and draw a card. So we'll put this at the bottom of the deck, draw a card, it'll be a blank. So let's just call it blank. And we're going to put this on the opponent's side of the field. And so then we'll burn based off Pyro Phoenix. So if a link monster special summons to my opponent's side of the field, I can burn them for that attack, so burn for 28. And then you're going to send these 2 to the graveyard to go into the deck. And that's where you're going to summon this guy, trigger his effect. And his effect is going to target the burn, so that's going to be another 28. Then you're going to go Jaguar effect, and you're going to want to recycle the Stalio. Stalio comes up often, so you recycle Stalio, summon here, and then you can just link these 2 off. I usually link it to SP. SP has a lower because you can't activate effect, but if somehow your opponent is able to stop you, you have SP. Oh, this is a random card. And then you add this to hand based off him going to the graveyard for his effect.
Oh yeah, when he links off.
And then you set this, so as long as you don't get super polyed here during your draw phase, you activate and burn your opponent for game. You tribute this for cost.
My goodness.
That's 1 card FTK.
Again, congrats on top 32, man.
Thank you.
Like, I'm actually curious, like, you know, it's cool to have a 1-card FTK, but I'm curious, like, how often did that actually resolve? Like, I feel like 90% of the time you're getting hand trapped somewhere, which just means you're just playing, like, a salad, like, combo at that point, right? Like, your opponent hand traps you, and you just, like, well, guess I'm just gonna set up Sunlight Wolf, add a card back, a resource, you know, like, feels like that's probably just all you're doing, you know? He made top 32. Really? That's crazy. Anyway, that wasn't the question. Technically, second turn. Okay, yeah, sure. It's the draw phase. There's so many 1-card FTKs in this format that it stopped being impressive. It's mostly a salad combo up until the FTK. If he gets interrupted, he's in the same place. FTK from going from 1 turn to start of turn 2 is showing how low power Yu-Gi-Oh has gotten. Guys, the FTKs take an extra draw phase. Yu-Gi-Oh like is so slow now. Guys, Yu-Gi-Oh is so slow. What happened? This game used to be good. This game used to be fast. Like, not the slow ass Snake Eye format. What the hell? These decks suck. Alright, anyway, that was very cool. But that's about as innovative as we're gonna get here. I think that's it, actually. Yeah, that's basically it. So we don't have any more. Let's do a quick little refresh and see if the spreadsheet has been updated at all. Don't really want to watch another Snake Eye profile. Shoutouts to Joel for top 32ing. So we watched the Salad one. We got Melodious one from Rolando. This one is 12 minutes. Okay, we already watched the Melodious one. I think our Nats coverage being an hour long is about fine. All right, cool. Let's move on to our next segment. So that's the national recap here. No Tenpai profiles, at least anyway. I'm sure it'll be released at some point, but there was only a single person on Tenpai. We don't have the deck list. Probably not much to see in it. You know, probably not a lot there. But it's the only one that topped, which is kind of wild. I really want to see Raymond's Labyrinth list. I really, really want to see the lab list. He was playing like a full, like, wombo combo style list. Like, I don't want to say wombo combo, but, you know, he was playing Arias, which isn't, like, super standard. You know, like 50-50 with people playing or not, but maybe he'll post a deck list at some point. Anyway, all right, that's our Nationals recap. Let's move on and move on to the next segment.